जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव,
जय
जय कुंज बिहारी।
हरि।
जय गोपी जनवल्लभ, जय गिरिवर धारी। जय
गोपी
गिरिवर,
जन वल्लभ जय
जय गिरिवर धारी। जय गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन व्रजजन रंजन,
यशोदानन्दन
यशोदानंदन
व्रज
व्रजजन
जन
रंजन,
रञ्जन
यमुना तीर वनचारी।
यमुनातीरावनचारी।
जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी।
जय राधा
राधा
माधव
माधव,
जय
जय
कुञ्ज
कुंज बिहारी।
बिहारी।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे
जय
कृष्णा
कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
हरे
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 हरे,
हरे
हरे
राम हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय प्रभुपादा, जय प्रभुपादा, प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा। जय गुरुदेवा, जय गुरुदेवा, गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा। निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमंसा परिवार जाचार्य स्तोत्रा सता शिशिमे चरणारविंदा, इसी भक्ति सिद्धांत शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमंसा परिवार जाचार्य स्तोत्रा सता शिशिमे भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई महाराज शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामचारी शिल हरदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा, श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय, द्वारका धाम की जय, मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय, इस्कॉन एल्डोरेट की जय, गंगा माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
हरे कृष्ण
I will
हरे
share the
कृष्ण।
screen with you. Yeah, we'll read the verse first.
Yes, Prabhuji, now you can share the screen.
Visible?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I'll introduce you at the end so that all the devotees would have joined by then.
Okay, Mother.
Okay, good. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you for giving your precious time and joining this group and agreeing to be our mentor for today. Prabhuji, we are reading the Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on Canto 3, Chapter 5. Chapter 5 is Vidura's talks with Maitreya, and the text for today is text 18. Prabhuji, I hand over to you.
Yes,
Kindly
Mother.
let us know if you wanted us to read anything. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. I'll read the shloka, we can repeat it. Maitreya Vacha
Maitreya Uvacha
Sadhu Prushta Tavya Sadhu
Sadhu Prishtam Tvaya Sadho
Lokana Sadhu Nugrata
Lokan Sadhava Anugrata
Kritvim Vitanvata Loke
Kritvim Vitanvata Loke
Atmana Doksha Jatmanaha.
Atmanau Doksha Jatmanaha.
Okay.
Hare
You
Krishna.
can read Mataji now.
Yes, Prabhuji. Maitreya Vacha, Sri Maitreya
Maitreya
said,
Vacha. Yeah.
Sri Maitreya said, Sadhu, all good. Prishtham, I am asked. Tvaya, by you. Sadho, O good one. Lokan, all the people. Sadhu Anugranata, showing mercy in goodness. Kritim, glories. Vitanata, broadcasting. Loke, in the world. Atmanaha, of the self. Adokshaja, the transcendence. Atmanaha, mind. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, would you like us to read the translation
Yeah.
and purport?
Can someone else read the translation and purport, please?
Hare Krishna, can somebody read the yes, Eastern Prabhu, you can read the translation and purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Translation. Sri
By
Maitreya said, O Vidura, all glories unto you. You have inquired from me of the greatest of all goodness, and thus you have shown your mercy both to the world and to me, because your mind is always absorbed in thoughts of the transcendence. Purport by His Grace, His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Maitreya Muni, who was experienced in the science of transcendence, could understand that Vidura's mind was fully absorbed in transcendence. Alokshaja means that which transcends the limits of sense perception or sensuous experience. The Lord is transcendental to our sense experience, but He reveals Himself to the sincere devotee. Because Vidura was always absorbed in thought of the Lord, Maitreya could estimate Vidura's transcendental value. He appreciated the valuable inquiries of Vidura and thus thanked him with great honor. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. I'll stop the screen share. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुक्तापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णव्यांश्च। श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सागना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं सदावितं सवादुतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सागना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for giving me opportunity to speak. I offer my respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktisiddhanta Srila Prabhupada, the beloved founder Acharya of ISKCON. I also offer my humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Please bless me so I can say something useful for my own purification and your pleasure. Now, if we see this verse, I have taken out there are three key spiritual insights from this verse. The first one is the transcendental inquiry. The questions that come from a deep spiritual understanding are very important for our spiritual growth. They are not just about worldly things, but about ultimate truths. And if we also see the mercy through absorption, spiritual benefits for everyone. When you focus on spiritual practices and understanding, it helps you and also spreads positive effects to others around you. Adokshaja and revelation. True spiritual understanding comes from within. Real spiritual knowledge can't be gained just by our senses or regular thinking. It's special understanding that's given to those who are truly devoted and sincere. Now, if we see in this verse, there are qualities of Vidura. He inquired about Lord Krishna. He inquired about soul. He inquires about the process of creation, not for the debate or curiosity, but for self-realization. If we also refer same canto, third canto, first chapter, fourth shloka. So it has been mentioned that Vidura's inquiries are very purposeful. Vidura's inquiries are on highest level and are approved by inner circle. Now, what makes the question meaningful? The sincerity, the direction, the humbleness, the open-ended, all qualities are there in Vidura. Now I like to share one screen. One second. Can see the screen? We'll sing a short video. Hope you all can see the screen, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can see the screen.
We'll see
We
the
have been
video.
here for many lifetimes performing sinful activities. So is it possible to counteract all those sinful activities in one lifetime, or does it require
1 minute? That is Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. 1 minute. You are not reading Bhagavad Gita? What Krishna says? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekang saranang braja ong ta sarva pape mokshayani. You surrender to me, give up your all business. I will give you relief from all sinful reaction immediately. It becomes 1 minute. My dear Krishna, I was forgotten. Now I understand. I fully surrender unto you. Then you will become immediately free from all sin. Without any reservation, without any politics. If you fully surrender, Krishna is assuring, Aham tva sarva papi, homokhaisami, masucho.
विन वन सुना होगा, 3 in 1 भी सुना होगा, चलो 4 in 1 भी सुना होगा.
Okay, hope you all saw the video.
Yes,
Now,
Prabhuji.
if we observe in this video, we can see sincere questions, even answered briefly, can transform our lives. Now, I like to ask you something. What would you ask if you had 1 minute with Krishna? What would you ask if you had 1 minute with Krishna? Can anybody say? Can anybody try?
Prabhuji, I would ask Krishna to give me Krishna Prema.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I will ask for Krishna's association because he is the one who gives us bhakti, and at least I will be very, very pleased to have his association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Prabhuji will ask forever association in 1 minute association. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anand Prabhu says to be at his service in the chat box. Thank you, Prabhu. If we see, I'll go ahead. If we see in all the scriptures, there are all questions and answers. Arjuna asking questions to Krishna, Vidura asking to Maitreya Rishi, Parishit Maharaj asking to Sukdev Goswami, Narad Muni asking 4 Kumaras, Devahuti asking to Kapila Muni in 3rd canto, then Dhruv Maharaj asking to Lord Vishnu. If we see, there are a lot of examples. Sanatan Goswami asking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Rupa Goswami asking Saurabhuna Bhattacharya, Narad Muni to devotees. If we see in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Gopakumara is asking to spiritual master. So all the scriptures are based on questions and answers. We'll try to go ahead. Now I will share my screen again. Hope you all can see my screen.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can see your screen.
Okay. I have made a framework like we can see how to frame a questions that are favorable for our spiritual progress. So it starts with P, that is purposeful question. These things we have to keep in mind when we are going ahead for questions. So the first thing is purposeful question. Why am I asking this? Second comes our right person. Whom should I ask? Third is A, approach with right attitude. How should I approach? So the 3 points are, why am I asking this? Whom should I ask? And how should I approach? The 4th point is accept and apply. What should I do with answer? And the last point is R, reflect and re-inquire. How can I reflect and go deeper? So if we see PRAAR, why am I asking this? Whom should I ask? How should I approach? What should I do with answer? And how can I reflect and go deeper? We'll go one by one. So the first one is purposeful question. Why am I asking this? So can I have a comment? What do you think makes a question truly purposeful for us in spiritual life? Can anybody comment? Try to comment. What do you think makes a question truly purposeful for us in spiritual life? Anyone can try?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, please.
What if I say our desires to learn more about our spiritual life?
Yeah, that's nice, Prabhuji. Anybody else? I can't read the chat box. So if you can speak, or I can't see the raised hands also.
In the chat box, Anandavardhanam Prabhu has said, what is the purpose of our life?
Okay. That's nice. What do you think makes a question truly purposeful? What is the purpose of our life? Okay, Prabhuji. Shall I go ahead with my answers? It helps us understand our real identity and purpose. It is aimed at solving life's real problems, not just curiosity. It is asked with a desire for our transformation, not argument. It connects us with eternal truth, not temporary concerns. It arises from genuine confusion or need, not our ego. Hope you all got these points. I'll go ahead. So the meaning is, why am I asking this? Don't ask out of ideal curiosity or pride. Ask with a sincere purpose to transform your heart or gain genuine spiritual insight. I'll take some examples, references. Arjuna in 2.7, he surrendered and asked how to overcome illusion, seeking life's purpose, not a debate. Parikshit Maharaj asked about the supreme duty before death, prioritizing eternal benefit. Vidura inquired on Lord's pastime with a heart for spiritual realization. Sonagarishi asked for a welfare of all, not selfish gain, sincere inquiry for humanity good. So this was for a purposeful questions. We saw the meaning, we saw the references. Why am I asking this? Hope you all are clear, so I can go ahead with the next point. Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, the second one is our right person. Whom should I ask? I'm asking you again, why is it important for us to ask life serious questions to the right person? Can one of you try? Why is it important for us to ask life serious questions to a right person?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's important to ask the right person so that you can get he can show you the right path.
Yes.
If you just ask anybody, they can mislead you.
Correct, Mataji. Anybody else like to try? Or I'll go ahead with the answers which I have taken it.
Yes, Prabhuji, kindly go ahead.
Yeah. Because the right person, as Mataji says, gives guidance based on realization, not opinion. They protect us from misunderstanding or illusion. They guide us with sincerity and without selfish motives. They connect us to authentic teachings through disciplic succession. They give answers that nourish our spiritual growth. Let's see the meaning. Approach a bona fide source, someone realized, and in the line of disciplic succession, not random opinions, as we do usually in ISKCON. I'll take some references. Sanatan Goswami asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about life's goal, seeking a true master. Dhruv Maharaj approached Narada for guidance on devotion, not revenge. Vidura left palace life to inquire from Maitreya, a realized sage. Narada heard from sages as a boy. Their association changed his life. Srila Prabhupada in Leelamrita approached Bhaktisiddhanta for life's real mission and applied his instruction. So this was our right person. Whom should I ask? So I'll go to the next point. That is A. Approach with right attitude. Now this is a point. How should I approach? So the question comes is, what kind of attitude should we have when we approach a spiritual teacher or inquire about spiritual topics? Now we will try. Take your time, think about it.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I think we have to be humble and we and with the attitude that we don't know, that's why we are asking this question, and not having a false ego or false attitude. So we can ask with the humbleness, Prabhuji. That's what I think. Hare Krishna.
Right, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. I'll go ahead with my references. Humility. We admit we don't know everything. Openness. Willingness to hear things we may not like. Third point is sincerity. We genuinely want to apply what we hear. Fourth is respect, honoring the person we are asking. Eagerness, ready to learn and serve with a humble heart. And of course, as Mataji said, humbleness. Now the next point is A, approach with the right attitude. How should I approach? So this point shows how should I approach. The meaning is inquiry should be submissive, humble, as Mataji said, and open, not critical, argumentative, or egoistic. Let's take some references. Arjuna in 4.34 approached with humility and service attitude before inquiry. Parikshit Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam bowed before Sukadeva Goswami, asking respectfully for wisdom. Vidura, again, though royal born, questioned with eagerness and humility. Srila Prabhupada conversation always called himself as a servant of Krishna and Guru. Suta Goswami sat submissively before sages, answering with humility. So, hope this point is clear to everyone. I'm going ahead. So, the next point is A, accept and apply. So, next comes what should I do with answer? Now, we asked the question, we got the answer. Now, what should I do with the answer? Why do we sometimes hesitate to apply the spiritual advice we receive? Why do we hesitate? When we receive the answer, we ask the question, still many of us, we hesitate to apply.
Prabhuji, because we don't have faith.
True, Mataji. Point. At this point, I have added in my answers. Anybody else like to try?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Also, I think we are too much attached to the materialistic things. So we are afraid that we might lose those materialistic attachments. That's why we don't want to apply it into our lives. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Anybody else? Or I shall go ahead. Fear of change or losing our comfort. Doubts about whether the advice will work for us. Laziness within us. Peer pressure or societal influence affecting us. Lack of faith, as Mataji said, either in the source or within ourselves. So all the points are important. Let's see the meaning of this. Don't just collect answers, accept them sincerely and apply them in life. References. Arjuna 1873 accepted Krishna's words and resolved to act upon them. Prahlad Maharaj practiced bhakti, even aimed persecution. He had lot of problems, but still he practiced bhakti. He applied. Dhruv Maharaj changed his goals after realizing the Lord. Srila Prabhupada followed his Guru's order, leading the Hare Krishna movement. We all know what Srila Prabhupada did, how he applied. Narad Muni applied his spiritual learning by preaching devotion. So this was a point, accept and apply. Next point, the last point is reflect and re-inquire. How can I reflect and go deeper? This is our last point. How does reflection help us grow deeper in a spiritual life? Time for any of you to answer. How does reflection help us grow deeper in spiritual life? Anyone can
Hare
try?
Krishna.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, sorry if someone else. I'm only answering always.
Anyone else can try, or I can go ahead. Please try.
Dennis, Mugu,
No harm.
Dennis Prabhu, kindly unmute and answer the question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I was thinking reflection makes us pause from probably a race, and you can pause a little bit and maybe look by where you've come from, and maybe now analyze better and see with more clarity where you're heading. So I think reflection helps us in such a way. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Anand Prabhu, can you try?
I think Ananda Vardhanam Prabhu probably is working. That's why
Okay,
he
okay.
cannot speak. So he's
Okay,
just
okay, fine,
listening
fine,
to us in the background.
fine. I'll go ahead. It helps us observe and internalize what we have learned. Reflection allows us to connect knowledge with our real life. It inspires us to ask better, deeper questions over time. Reflection strengthens our faith and conviction. Conviction. So this faith is very important. So reflection strengthens our faith and conviction. It saves us from shallow understanding and builds our wisdom. Like this is connected with the previous points we saw. If we hesitate, if we are in the material life comfort zone, so the reflection helps us to overcome these things. Let's see the meaning. Reflection deepens understanding. Re-inquire after reflection for clarity, not to debate. Let's see some references. Narad Muni reflected on Lord's mercy, deepening his realization. Six Goswamis contemplated deeply before composing spiritual text. So we can see here the all six Goswamis has contemplated lot of books. So they just deeply reflected, then they composed it. Srila Prabhupada 1 to 17 reflected on Guru's words before embarking on his mission. Parikshit Maharaj asked further after hearing answers to his first inquiries. So, if you see the whole Srimad Bhagavatam, all the cantos, once Parikshit Maharaj was getting his answer, he was reflecting on it. That was the reason he was again inquiring. So, when there is a reflection, there is a re-inquiry from our side. So, we can see here how reflection is more important in our spiritual life. Sanatan Goswami re-inquired humbly even after receiving profound answers. So he was already qualified and knowledgeable. After that also still he re-inquired humbly even after receiving profound answers. So let's recollect all the points. P. First we saw purposeful question. Why am I asking this? Second, we saw R, right person. Whom should I ask? Third, we saw A, approach with right attitude. How should I approach? Next, we saw again A, accept and apply. What should I do with answer? R, reflect and re-inquire. How can I reflect and go deeper? So these are the points. Why am I asking this? Whom should I ask? How should I approach? What should I do with answer? And how can I reflect and go deeper? Now, PRAAR is not just a method, it's a mindset for every sincere seeker. Purpose in our questions, right association, attitude of humility, acceptance in action, and reflection for depth. Live this, and every question becomes a spiritual doorway for all of us. Can anybody read this? This is a reference of one of the devotee I have seen. So, can anybody read?
Hare Krishna. Indusa, are you able to see the screen and read? I think her mic is not working. Maybe
Anybody?
Sevananda
Dennis?
Gauradas. Sevananda Gauradas, are you able to read? Somebody who has not read or talked. Okay, Dennis Prabhu, since your mic is on.
So the reference today, during a devotional program, an initiated devotee once asked a heartfelt question to a senior Maharaj. Question: Maharaja, on some days when I have fever or a headache, I struggle to complete my 16 rounds. Even after reaching 10 or 12, my mind keeps dragging. 5 more to go, 3 more to go. Even the last rounds feel like a burden. How can I overcome this? Maharaj replied with one simple line: chant extra on your feet. Initially, the devotee took this lightly, as we sometimes do. But later, he reflected on it and started living by it. He discovered its deeper value. A small answer, when received in sincerity, became a meaningful part of his spiritual growth. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for reading. Now we will go deeper in this reference. See, as we understood, PRAAR element, P, purposeful question. The devotee asked how to overcome a real spiritual difficulty. His struggle to complete rounds during illness. It came from sincere commitment. Second was R, right person. He turned to a senior Maharaj, someone spiritually experienced and qualified to offer both practical and devotional insight. So, third was right attitude. The question was asked with humility and openness, not to argue or impress, but with a genuine desire to seek guidance. Next, what accept and apply. Though he didn't take the answer seriously at first, the devotee later applied it sincerely in his life. The last was R, reflect and re-inquire. By reflecting on the instruction, its deeper meaning became clear. He didn't need to he didn't need to ask again because realization came through practice. Now, if we see in this short question and answer, only one question, answer, and reflection, we see all the elements are fitting in this. Even the purposeful question, right person, right attitude, accept and apply, reflect and inquire. Many of us, we get stuck at the first stage, purposeful question. We have our question in our spiritual life. We think whether this is the right question or not, whether should I ask or not. It's nothing like that. If we see Srila Prabhupada video at the start, which we saw, if we have that same question, some of us, we will hesitate to ask that. Srila Prabhupada, how much time it will take? So Srila Prabhupada said 1 minute. So some of us, we hesitate. And I'm sure many of us, we have the similar problem of sometimes we have of completed 16 rounds, especially when we are not well. So this is a stage one where we have to start whatever problems, whatever distraction we are facing in our spiritual life, small distraction. Everybody, our senior members, Maharajas, brahmacharis, all are welcome to answer us, to help us. We have to take an initiative. At the start question, we have to take a initiative. Right person we have to follow. We should have a right attitude. And then the main part comes here. Accept and apply. We have to apply, accept that answer, apply. So this devotee initially didn't took it seriously because the answer was light. Just chant extra when you are fit. But when he applied, the devotee later applied it sincerely in this life. Then by reflecting, its deeper meaning became clear. He didn't need to ask again because realization came through practice. Now, in our personal life, if we are experiencing this same problem, if we apply this same, reflect this, we will get definitely benefited. This is assurance. Now, in future, I will request everyone, if have any question, you have to follow and you have to ask, you have to take the initiative. Thank you. I'll come to the conclusion part. Now, anybody can help me read.
Hare Krishna, do we have a volunteer who can read?
May I read, Mataji?
Yes, Viren Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Conclusion. In spiritual life, it's not just the answers that transform us, it's the sincerity of the questions. When we inquire with the right purpose to the right person with the right attitude and apply what we hear, every answer becomes a step closer to self realizations. Just as Vidura's heartfelt questions opened the door to deep spiritual revelation, our sincere inquiries, asked with honesty and humility, can unlock the wisdom waiting to guide us our own lives. Srila Prabhupada often said, don't blindly follow, inquire sincerely. His entire world changing mission began with one heartfelt question to his Guru. If our questions are genuine, they can transform our hearts and perhaps the world around us too. Uh, should I read this
Yes.
also? Take
Yes,
away
Prabhu.
question.
Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. Please read.
Uh, what is one sincere spiritual question I need to ask today to myself, to my mentor, or to Krishna? That question could become the beginning of a new journey. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Viren Prabhu, I like the best point of view that you ask questions. So you are our example for everyone here. So takeaway question for everyone is, what is one sincere spiritual questions I need to ask today to myself, to my mentor, to Krishna? That question could become the beginning of my new journey. Now I am sure every one of us might be facing some distractions in our spiritual life. We do many activities. We do seva, we do chanting, we do deity worship. Sometimes we face some distraction. So I request everyone, think about it. This is a takeaway question for everyone. What I need to ask today to yourself, to your mentor, or to Krishna? That question would become the beginning of a new journey. Thank you very much. So I end the session here. If anybody is having question answers, we can do it.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for today's session. Please allow me to introduce you, since now we have all the devotees who have joined. So Prabhuji has joined us for the first time to lead the session here. And you must have gathered Prabhuji's name is Shyama Chandra Dasa. And he is the disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He got connected with ISKCON Damodar Desh, that is in Dubai, and joined ISKCON in 2011. He got initiated in 2013. And his seva is account seva in ISKCON Damodar Desh from 2012 onwards. He completed his teacher's training course, Unit 1 and 2 from Mayapur Institute, and currently is pursuing Bhakti Shastri from the Mayapur Institute. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, for joining us, and we are really grateful to have such an exalted devotee like yourself in our midst. And I really liked the way you did your session today. It was so interactive, and it made us think as well. So sometimes mentors just speak and then we don't think, but you were asking questions and making us think. And not only that, you even gave references of the Shastras, where it was coming from, and gave examples of acharyas. And I mean, we haven't seen acharyas, we know about our acharyas, but then you even gave examples leading to Srila Prabhupada, who is our spiritual master, and it made it more sweeter. And to top it all, you also gave us homework to do, to think about a question, and it really made me realize, yes, a question asked and an answer received will change your way. It'll change your direction probably. So I was just reflecting on that question, and I was thinking about it. And I heard today Keshav Swami asked a question, and Maharaj asked a question: is it okay to pray for how when you can't pray? How can you pray for others? So the answer was given that yes, you can pray for others, and that will increase your prayers. So he asked a very sincere question, something probably that was in his mind at that time, and a sincere answer was yes, pray for others. And then I was saying that, Maharaj also said, pray for first for people around you, people you know. So your daughter has a problem, your son, your mother, father, somebody near you, and then you move to people that you don't know. So, for example, when you're filling petrol, you don't know that person, so you can pray for him, and then you can pray for others like that. And that will, when you pray for others, you will be praying for you as well. So I was just reflecting on that, how I can, a simple answer like that, how I can put into practice. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, for sharing such a wonderful session. And I hand over to you, and probably if there are others who would like to share a reflection, kindly unmute. We still have 15 minutes, 12 minutes. So I hand over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the introduction. Anybody like to share the comments on the today's session or observations, any questions? Please feel free to. Viren Prabhu?
Eastern Prabhu has a question. Eastern
Yes.
Prabhu, kindly go ahead.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for the interactive session. It has been so nice. I had a clarification. I didn't quite get it well. On the last letter of the acronym, the reflect and re-inquire. I didn't get the part where we were talking about re-inquiring, because I heard we were talking mostly about reflecting, but not re-inquiring. I didn't quite get that part well. Hare Krishna.
If I'm right, Prabhu, you were talking about the last point, the R point, right? Reflection
Yes,
point.
yes. Yeah.
We have to reflect on what we learned. 1 second. Reflection helps us to observe and internalize what we have learned. Reflection, we have to reflect on whatever we got the question. We are trying, we have got the answer. We are trying on it. We are reflecting on it. How was it? So if you see in Parikshit Maharaj, at the end of 5th canto, he got all the answers. If you see in the 5th canto, all the places are mentioned. the hells, what are the types of hells, and what we do, what a person does, and which hell it goes. So all this detailed thing. So Parikshit Maharaj reflected on things, what is happening. So he got worried about all the human beings who do all the sinful activities, and they will go all the in various types of hells. So in the sixth canto, start of sixth canto, he reflected on this point and he re-inquired. He tried to understand what all the he got from Sukdev Goswami, and he re-inquired it. So what is the purpose of human life? How it will be benefited a person who is doing a lot of sinful activities? Then the sixth canto starts. Ajamila, the Naam, even if one says the name and he will be delivered. So this is an example where he's reflecting and again re-inquiring about it. Hope you got it, my point, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you a lot.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my pranams, Lord Srila Prabhupada. I also want to echo Mataji's and Easton words of gratitude for the class. Thank you so much. And you taught us the PRAR element, and seeing the purposeful question. And Prabhuji, sometimes we have that purposeful question, and then you find the right person, maybe a sadhu, like Maharaj, and even inquire the right attitude. But the issue is always a little bit on accepting. Okay, you've accepted and applying. So that we can now start to reflect. My question was how do we, what is the time that we do need, by sometimes accepting answers and is not very does not mean that you shall apply immediately. Like maybe His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada was told to go to the West by his Maharaj, and it took almost 50 years. So is there a time limit between accepting and applying, that maybe you've found the right person, he has told you, always take prashad. You know this is the right thing, but you are not yet conversant with me, probably offering or everything else, so you keep maybe eating outside, and yet the right person at the end. It's a purposeful question. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. That's why when I reached from PRA, then I said that the accepting apply, this where the main point it is coming. So never mind. See, some questions depend on the questions what you are asking to your Maharaj. Some instructions take, like if we make a goals in our life, some goals take 1 year to get completed. Some goals are 1 month, short-term goals, long-term goals. So the root cause where you can accept and apply in your life is to pray. When you have the question, you got the right person and you got the answer of it. Now you have to accept and apply. So you have to pray to Krishna, pray to Vaishnavas, that help me to apply this in my life. As you said, also for the prasadam, sometimes there are restrictions, you eat outside. Okay, sometimes we don't have any options, we eat outside. We pray to Krishna, okay, that I want to eat only prasadam. I don't want to eat outside. So today or tomorrow, it will be fulfilled. If you are praying with a sincere heart, if you are a sincere, then definitely we are getting the mercy of Krishna. and we will be able to accept, apply, and also be able to reflect also. Sometimes it will take 1 month, sometimes it will take 1 year, and sometimes, as you said, for Srila Prabhupada, Krishna will give you intelligence, Krishna will give you the strength to accept and apply. We just have to pray for it. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hope it's okay, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes. Thank you for reminding us on the power of prayer. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, are there any other questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dhanavad Prabhuji.
Nice to see such a presentation by you, Prabhuji. I am so much impressed. And till now, I saw just your sober side. I mean, just you are calling the names of people to read. But I was happily surprised. Wow, it's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
Bless me, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, are there any other questions or comments from the group? I see we have Sevananda Gauradas Prabhu. Thank you for joining us. Let us welcome Prabhu to our group by 3 Hari Bols. Prabhuji, we meet every day at the same time, same link, so you are welcome to join. If you are able to, then you can switch on your video so that we can have your darshan. Otherwise, you are welcome to this group. And let us all unmute and chant 3 Hari Bols for Sevananda
Hare Krishna.
Gauradas.
Mataji, just a minute. Sevanand Prabhu is my Shiksha Guru. He is from Damodar Desh, and
Wow.
he is the one, because of him, I have been connected to ISKCON and got the Seva. He is my spiritual guide.
Jai,
Hari
Jai,
Bol.
Jai. Hari
Hare
Bol.
Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for joining and inspiring everybody. Through your inspiration, Shyama Chandra Prabhu got inspired, and through him, we are now getting the benefits. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we have finished our session for today and exhausted our time. So can I request Eastern Prabhu, are you able to end the session for today? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I would love to thank Your Grace Shyama Chandra Das Prabhu for the awesome interactive class. At least we all had our own reasonings, and at least we corrected ourselves through learning from each other. And we are hoping to have your association more and more as time goes by. Thank you for all the clarifications, and also I would love to thank the devotees for joining today's class. And with that, I will request each and every one of us to unmute and chant one round of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and the glorification of His Grace Shyama Chandra Das Prabhu for the lovely class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki,
Jai.
His Grace Shyama Chandra Prabhu ki,
Jai.
ISKCON and
Gran
Unity.
Rajya Bhagavatam ki.
Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Sarva Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you very
Krishna.
much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you.